everyone, Daniel Kerr here. So I don't know about a lot of you who skateboard, but for me, I tear up shoes skateboarding permanently and pretty much immediately. I can take a brand new pair of leather skateboard shoes and just skating in the park, ollieing, doing the things that I do, a lot of kick flips and stuff, heel flips. I can tear the shoes up completely to unusable state in 2 weeks, right? So over the years, I've learned ways of repairing skate shoes, and so I want to show you how I do it, right? Let's set this up. Let me make sure it's focused. Hold on. Hope everyone's having a good summer, by the way. Not quite here, actually. Maybe I'm a little premature to be talking about summer, but here I am talking about it, okay? What I'm going to use this pair of Vans. And as you can see, somebody already has already skated in these and already tried to repair them using the typical shoe goo repair system. And that doesn't really do a lot of good. And one of the reasons, this is obviously this person's leading foot. And these are size 13, so I'm going to be wearing these to test out and show you guys how it works. Of course, I'm going to upload this video today, but I'll show you later how it works. And I'm going to explain, actually I'm not going to be skating in these today, I'm going to be skating in them tomorrow, and I'll show you why. But what I'm going to use to preemptively repair these shoes and get them ready for skating is I'm going to tear them apart. I'm going to use the shoes themselves, some E6000. You can use shoe goo or any Gorilla Glue. It works great. I find this stuff to be a little bit best because it's a little bit better because it dries in a rubbery fashion. It kind of I don't even know. It feels like shoe sole rubber. Gonna use some duct tape. Okay, so I'm gonna pin this to my shirt, this lapel mic, and hopefully you guys will still be able to hear me. If not, I'll clean the audio up a little bit later. Okay. So what I'm gonna do first is, you can see there's a hole here from somebody trying to skate in these shoes, and the issue is not just here with skate shoes. When I tear up a pair of shoes, a lot of it is on the leading foot under here, and even the opposite foot doing flip tricks, or switch tricks. And so this stuff here really, in my opinion, needs a good reinforcement. Okay, so I'm going to actually spackle this glue in there and smooth it down so that it actually has not so much tread. It's going to be more flat than anything else. Okay. But before I do that, I'm going to take apart these laces. And the laces themselves get really, really torn up. But there's not much you can do about that. You can spackle some of this glue on there, but it's not going to help, right, as a permanent fix. You just got to buy new laces. But new laces are cheaper than new shoes for sure. Now, in here we have the sole. And it's stuck in there nice and tight. And what I'm going to do is pull the whole sole out. Yep. Pull the whole thing out. And it's glued in. You know, it's going to take a bit. Actually, it's coming apart inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get the base out as well. Hold on. Old pair of shoes. These things tear up easily. Pulling it out, pulling it out. Okay. More and more and more. Okay, so the shoe was glued underneath there, and I pulled it out, and it's now in 2 pieces, right? This is what I was trying to get out. It tore in half. Is that a problem? No, not at all, and I'll show you why in a moment. First thing I want to do is reinforce and repair this hole, so I'm going to take a bit of this tape, just a small piece, nothing huge. Come on. And all that is just to keep the glue from going through the hole into the shoe. So just press it on there nice and tight here. Open up your shoe glue, which in this case is the E6000. You might want a piece of I don't know, plastic or something to spread it around. And just spackle that on there nice and tight. I'm going to go over all this other area as well, right? And just reinforce this crap. Now this doesn't look pretty. I didn't claim that it was going to. It's a shoe that's going to last while I'm skating, right? It doesn't have to look pretty. It just needs to make sure that it's going to hold its structural integrity, right? Now, this next piece here, first thing I'm going to do is obviously spackle some glue in there in the middle. Can you see this? I don't know. Just putting some glue on there. And then I'm just going to kind of glue these together, right? And I'm going to make sure that they go in the same spot, okay? Now, this is the important part of the preemptive repair program that I got going on, is I want to take glue and I want to cover this entire area with a layer of glue. And then I want to let it sit overnight, okay? And then I might even want to do it again and again so that there's a nice thick piece under there, you know, 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch thick piece of rubber, basically, is what it's going to dry and turn into, so that as this hole forms, right, it's going to meet a new layer of sole. Does that make any sense? I hope so. So let's put some of this on here. I'm going to squirt a big glob onto the shoe. All right, got a big old glob on there. And now I'm going to take a piece of plastic or something and rub it around, get it, I'll probably use a piece of this tape actually, and make it even. Okay, this might seem like overkill, right? But it's not. It's not. These shoes really do like get torn up very, very quickly. I'm going to add a little more actually. If I don't do this process, the shoes will be destroyed. This shoe as a canvas shoe would be destroyed in probably 2 days, and that's not even an exaggeration. All right, so that piece is good. I'm going to let that dry overnight until tomorrow. I'll set that to the side. Now this guy here got set in the glue, nasty. Okay, this one here, I'm going to basically fill that in with glue as well. And I don't want this glued side on the table, so I'll set it up like this. This glue costs about $5, you know. It's not super cheap, but compared to a pair of shoes, it's not expensive either. And I can use this for many repairs, this one tube. Get it at Hobby Lobby, or you can get it at Walmart or anywhere else. But yep, just gonna smear that into the tread so that it keeps that kind of reinforced, right? All right, I'm going to leave these here overnight, and then I'll be back tomorrow to show you what it looks like when it's all dried up.
Oh, that's a rainbow.
Yeah. Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
Okay, so it's been about it has been 24 hours, about 22 hours. And as you can see, my here, let me clip this. Hold on. Almost there. Okay, so yeah, it's been about 22 hours, and as you can see, this is all dry. It's all filled in, and this is harder than it was, more durable than it was before. Okay, and then on top of that, here is the insole, and it's all got a layer of rubber. So I'm going to put this in there, and when I put it back in, this shoe is going to last for a long time now, right? And I'm going to skate this shoe. This isn't the kind of shoe that I would generally skate, but I'm going to skate this shoe just to see how long this lasts and holds up, right? What's the date today, baby girl? I don't even know. It's June something or other, maybe June 15th or so. Actually, it's June 13th. So I'm going to start skating it today, and once this, with this guy inside there, once this starts to wear through, there's going to be another layer like I was talking about before, and that's going to protect it even further, right? When that happens, I'll tear this out again, I'll put another layer on, and then while it's wet still, I'll put it back in there, and that will hold it in place and kind of fuse it. The rubber from the E6000 glue will kind of fuse this into the sole into one piece, and it'll reinforce everything, right? So that's how that works. Now, if you're doing a lot of switch tricks and stuff, you probably want to do the other side. I suck at switch, you know. I really, really, really need to work on my switch tricks. Oh, phone ringing. Anyway, before I go any further, just wanted to tell you guys that summer's almost upon us. This is a good way to repair your shoes and to make them skate-proof. Hello everyone, Daniel Kerr here. So yeah, I skated on these shoes for about 5 to 6 hours of hard skating, hard ollieing, and doing the thing, right? And as you can see, there is some significant wearing here. I'll probably have to touch that up. There's no holes here where I usually get holes. There are some holes developing here, right, which I'll probably have to patch up with a little bit of the goo, right? And down here where I spackled the tread, there are still some, I don't know if you can see that or not, there's still some in there. Some of these have worn down, but it's almost as if they're wearing down together as one unit, right? 6 hours of skating for me is enough to tear these canvas shoes completely to pieces, okay? I would have massive holes here. I probably wouldn't have developed a hole here yet for not another 2 or 3 days. This would be all torn up. The laces are all torn up. As you can see, I put these sparkly blue laces. My daughter thought they were amazing, so I put them in the shoes. But yeah, I've been skating basically. So this is a good way to prep your shoes for skating and to stretch them out as long as you don't care what they look like. Haha, function over fashion. That's what I always say. Everyone enjoy your summer.